Discerning Shooters here for Blue Collar Prepping. Continuing on about keeping our homestead warm, bugging in, say we lost power, what have you, or we just need to heat our house, or we're just trying to be economical. Showed you last week about how we took this silver-sided sheeting, painted it black with a flat black high temp paint, coated it in there, stuck it in the window. There's gaps from the top and the bottom. Now I've extended it out through 4 of my 5 windows, and the last window here, I'll talk about this in a second, but I left it so the light come through. The idea behind this is, in the original plans, like I mentioned last week, is that you cut a slit in the top. Well, I didn't do that because it's such a tight fit, and there's already that gap in there for these windows that I have in this bay window, that I just left an inch at the top and the bottom. Let me tell you, the day after I installed it, I could put my hand up here, I could feel hot air coming through, and I could feel cold air running through my fingers from the bottom. Convection cycle. And it actually worked even when it was overcast and it was still bright. There was no direct sunlight, but it was overcast and it was still working a little bit. And this room has never been warmer this time of year. Now towards the end, what I've used is I just used some ordinary bubble wrap. It's the kind that you can get a $5 roll of it, this big, 16 inches across, and I put it through into this window. Now I just put it up here. I didn't use an adhesive or anything like that. I just used my standard cleaning solution, which is 1 part vinegar and about 12 parts water in a small spray bottle. Sprayed it on there, and I just laid it right on there. The idea of it is the bubbles create an extra air layer of insulation between the outside and the inside. I don't know how that's going to work or not. We'll see. I think it might just more be about feel-good stuff, but hey, you never know. Now, what I've done instead for some of the other windows in the house, especially the ones in the bedrooms and the bathroom that you can't see because we have drapery down below them, what I have done is that same roll of little bubbles. You can't really hear them very well. A bubble wrap, as I've come all the way across in one single piece, and I've created an extra layer of insulatory air in them. So I just used a piece of tape, came up where the top of the window is, made it feel flush right there. I just took another piece of tape. Obviously I'm doing this for demonstration purposes only. Another piece of tape. This is just regular masking tape I bought at the local lumber yard. And just taped it in there. Now, the window in here is actually, the frame is actually a little wider than this. This is 16 inches, and actually the frame is almost 18 inches. So, but you get the idea. Now, I wouldn't necessarily, you don't need to make it an airtight seal. We're not talking about keeping out any kind of explosion or foreign gas objects. However, if you did want to go the extra mile, and you could run it, tape's fairly inexpensive. I mean, there's an $8 investment here, and I have a whole other roll. You could run it the whole length of it, and you could create that extra barrier, that extra vapor barrier to keep gases out. Of course, you want to do it to your doors and what have you. But we're just talking about just creating an extra insulatory layer of air, so we're just covering up the opening. Still lets light in, which I like. That was why I left it like this, because without these lights on behind you, it gets very, very dark in here. In addition to that, it's a quick and easy thing. You can still see shapes and images of cars in the driveway, so I can walk up to the window up there, which I'm not going to cover. So, comments, concerns, questions, feel free to leave them at the bottom. If you like this video and you want to see some other things, weapons evaluations and techniques and things like that, please go to my YouTube channel, The Discerning Shooters, like and subscribe. Other than that, for Blue Collar Prepping, be safe, be good. If you can't be good, be good. Sorry. Be good, be safe, and if you can't be safe, be good and dangerous. A little tongue-tied today. Talk to you next week.